Hey, I'm back. Are you back? Are you sitting on your blanket? Are you ready for the story? Okay, first, I want to say something to Mom and Dad. So, I'm thinking about you guys. I just want to keep you company today. I just want us to find some joy together. It's there. In fact, you live with one or maybe many little joy carriers. And so I just want to keep you company and find some joy together. Sending love to you. One way I'm showing love to you is I washed my hair. Yeah, I washed my hair. So if you know me at all, that's a true sign of love. But truly, sending you love today, and just want you to know I'm trusting all will be well, and you're not alone. Okay, here's our story. Ready? It's called Manuelo the Playing Mantis. The Playing Mantis. What is he playing? Is he making music? Cool. And this is by Don Freeman, and he is the author who wrote Corduroy. I bet you know Corduroy. He's a cute bear. All right, Manuelo, the Playing Mantis. There he is. One warm summer evening in Cloverdale Meadow, a lonely praying mantis named Manuelo stood still as a stick, listening to beautiful music coming over the hill. Manuelo had attended those outdoor concerts many times before, and he knew the shapes and sounds of all the different instruments. His favorite sounds were those of the flute, the trumpet, the harp, and the cello. I love the cello. Someday I want to play the cello. Oh, look at the outdoor concert. How pretty. See the moon in the sky? It's nighttime. See everybody sitting on the lawn? And see the orchestra making music? And there's Manuelo in the tree. Manuelo wished that he too could be a musician. Is he going to get his wish? Let's see. When the concert was over, he climbed down from his perch in the thicket and went home to the pond. Hopefully, Manuelo started rubbing his legs against his wings the way crickets and grasshoppers and katydids do whenever they sing. But as hard as he rubbed, he heard only silence and the clicking of a cricket coming nearer and nearer. Clickety-click, it chirped. A mantis can't make music the way I can. And then, just as quickly as it had appeared, it disappeared behind the tall grass. See the cricket? What's coming next? There must be something I can do, Manuelo sighed to himself. Then all at once he thought of an idea. I know, he said, I'll make a flute. At the water's edge, Manuelo found exactly what he needed, a hollow cattail. In the middle of the pond, a frog sat, practicing his singing. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. He stopped his croaking and watched as Manuelo clipped off one of the tall reeds and nipped several tiny holes along its stem. I wonder what his flute will sound like. But when Manuelo held up his flute and began to blow, not a sound came through, not even a toot. Croaked the frog. We frogs know how to croak. Now that is music. A mantis can't make music the way frogs can. And with that, he jumped into the water. Ribbit. However, Manuelo hadn't even noticed the frog. His mind was on more important matters, and he set out to find another kind of instrument to play. What's he gonna play now? Close by, he spied a trumpet vine clinging to a wall. Just the thing, he cried. I'll play a horn. After snipping off a trumpet flower, he held it up, the way any fine trumpet player does and began to blow. He blew and blew and blew and blew until he grew blue in the face. But once again, not a single sound could he make. Oh, Manuelo is not having good luck, is he? Poor Manuelo. Where will you find your music? Maybe on the next page. But Manuelo was not going to give up easily. On he went undaunted. He scanned the ground for something out of which he could fashion a harp. Ah, at last, just what I want, he said, picking up a twisty twig that had fallen off a fig tree. A twisty twig from a fig. Soon he had bent and fastened the twig into a perfect harp shape. For strings, he found some strands of an old cobweb that had stretched across the lowest branches of the fig tree. Now he was ready to sit down and play his harp. Look at it, it's pretty. It's kind of got the shape of a heart. But when he began to stroke the delicate strands, they broke off one by one, all because of his snippy claws. No, indeed, the harp was not meant to be his instrument. I hope he has better luck on the next page. Oh, poor Manuelo sat there feeling very sad. He loved music so much, and yet he could not make any. At that very moment, 3 katydids came out into the clearing and began to chant, "Katydid, Katy, don't you know a mantis can't make music the way we can?" Manuelo was discouraged and almost ready to give up trying when he heard something whirring high above his head. "Take heart, my good fellow," said a thin, wispy voice. "I know how you feel. I can't make music either." Whose voice is that? Turning his head completely around, Manuelo looked up and saw a spindly spider suspended by a thread from a branch above. "My name is Debbie Webster, and I've been watching you all evening," she said, as she slid down lower and lower until she hung directly in front of Manuelo's face. "If you wish, if you will do as I tell you, maybe together we can make a cello. But first of all, you must promise not to eat me." Manuelo's eyes widened. He had forgotten all about the cello. "Why, of course, I promise not to eat you. I promise." And he really meant it. This could be worth 1,000 meals. "All right, then," advised the spider. "First you must fetch me an empty walnut shell and a stick with a curlicue on the end." Without asking any questions, Manuelo went about searching everywhere. In hardly any time at all, he found a half a walnut shell and a stick with a curlicue. See? It's got a curlicue. And there's the walnut shell. Tucking them both under his arm, he rushed back to his spindly spider friend. "Now, my good Mantis," said Debbie, "if you will fix the stick tightly to the shell, I will spin some strong strings for you." No sooner had Debbie whispered this than Manuelo attached the stick to the walnut shell. He watched as the nimble spider spun 4 strong silken threads from one end of the stick to the other. "All we need now is a bow," said Debbie. "Can you think of something that will do the trick?" Yes, I know," exclaimed Manuelo. "I saw a bluebird's feather that should make a splendid bow." And indeed, it did. See the feather? Is it going to work? Do you think it's going to work? At last, Manuelo was ready to play his cello. Taking the bow in his right hand, he began moving it softly across the silken strings, and as he bowed back and forth, the most beautiful melody filled the night air. Do you see the melody? It almost looks like a rainbow coming from his homemade cello. Debbie swayed to and fro, keeping perfect time to the music like a pendulum. To and fro. Gradually, from the grassy glade, from behind the fig tree, and from out of the pond, crickets and grasshoppers and katydids and frogs came creeping forward, making a wide circle around Manuelo. I think they all really love his music. They're listening very carefully. It's beautiful, beautiful. As they listened, each creature could not resist joining in with the cello's mellow music. Soon everyone was taking part in the concert, with clicking, fiddling, wing singing, and deep-throated croaking. Never was there a more glorious insect symphony. On and on, far into the night, Manuelo played to everyone's delight. He looks so happy, doesn't he? As the first glows of dawn lighted the morning sky, Manuelo rose slowly to his full height and stretched his arms out wide, a sight which served as a warning to the rest of the orchestra to take leave. He was done. Manuelo waited for Debbie Webster to slide down inside the hollow nutshell. Then he slung the cello over his shoulder and strode across the meadow to his home in the thicket. Making music all night must have made him tired. And every night thereafter, Manuelo played his cello while Debbie swayed back and forth by his side. Oh, Manuelo and your cello, thank you for the story. I love this one. And that is the end of Manuelo and his cello. See you soon. Be good to each other. And, oh, Amelia, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Amelia. You are officially a handful. See you soon. Love you. Bye.